to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Underneath for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Ready? Black 22. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, check. Ready, blue ready. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come on, D. Boys hot. 58, boys, 58. Boys hot.
A second down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, we are ready. Black 22. It's hot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. Who do you want? Sonic. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Blue waiting. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Boys hot.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Rudolph throwing on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, here's Rudolph. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good job, D. Good job. That's why you're flying on the ball. Got him.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
We got three, fellas. Set! Green, 39! Green, 39!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. They shakes it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Henry Anderson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of years.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Henry Anderson Anderson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Adam Gotsis able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Rudolph looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Leopard! Leopard!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, 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 hey.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Leopard! Leopard!
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Auschka with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this is incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, let's get
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 3. Ready. Black 22's hot.
Play action now, Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his his own 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set! 3-19!
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Boys, that up! 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic. Sonic. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Hey, guys, check me out. Detroit!
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Leopard.
Here's Rudolph. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And now out come the Jets. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Sonic! Check 82. Watch 82. Ball's coming 82. Sonic! Ready. White 25. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Motion. White 25, that.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
5-0. Hey, sub.
Winston now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Chinese on the Ringo. 4 down.
Detroit.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leopard. Gone.
Rudolph now to throw. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Leopard, leopard.
Rudolph on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Let's go. Tight right, tight right. Even. 4 down. Under 10. Hey, 5-0.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Let's convert.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
5-0.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 4 down. 5-0. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Yeah, give 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue Lanny. Detroit Lanny.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, we got tight right, tight right.
Here we go now. Blue Lanny.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Now let's go. Blue Lanny.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, get him. You got him.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Looking downfield. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Set. Blue Lanny.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Set. Blue Lanny.
Check 52's the light. It's our field. Hey, it's our
Rudolph sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Melvin Gordon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are in for 6. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Always got some breathing room. David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Throwing on second down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 3-19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rudolph. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Blue 90.
Rudolph now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Rudolph. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready? Back, Sonic. 5-0. Sonic. Let's go.
Now Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Sonic. Boys, head up.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Blue lady. 5-0. Mike's Bobo. Mike for the foul, God.
Winston to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Rudolph. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.